I came into recovery after 22 years of using one substance or another. I got to a point where I didn't want to wake up. So the thing that prompted me in was pain. My name's Rob. I was using drugs for 22 years, all different types of drugs. People of my age understand who Zamo is. He was doing heroin in school and there was a huge campaign, just say no, don't end up like Zamo. I used to look at Zamo and think I want to be like Zamo.
I'm Katie. I've got a cat called Maxwell. I've been vegetarian for over 20 years. I used to be a computer programmer and hope to be one again. So I got my first spliff on my 12th birthday, and then from that I basically just tried everything coming my way. Within 6 months of getting addicted to crack, I lost my job. I looked in an absolute state. I couldn't talk to anybody who wasn't using hard drugs anymore. I wasn't capable of doing anything. Like, I could arrange with you to do something and I genuinely intend to do it, right? But when the choice came to either smoke crack or do that thing, smoke crack.
My name's David Dakin. There was certain people who even before picking up drugs that I gravitated towards and they gravitated towards us. Now I believe these people to have already had a predisposition to kind of like what was lay ahead. Come about 11 and going to a party and getting drunk and and right from the beginning, when I got drunk, I got blind drunk, and right from the first time, even though I got in trouble and got kept in, even though I couldn't go out for a week, all I could think about was when I was going to do it again.
My name's Dominic Dakin. I'm 48 years young. I was part of the rave scene in the 80s and the early 90s. You know, I actually enjoyed going out, funny sometimes when my brother says, when in our age there was a big public campaign saying drugs are bad, don't do them. And we was like saying to ourselves, well, they must be getting rubbish ones where they are, because the ones we're getting ain't bad.
I've looked this up actually. Addiction, it comes from Greek, Roman, and it comes from addictus, and it means slave. And what it came from is if you owe a debt to someone and you couldn't pay it back, you became their slave. And that's what drugs done to me. I became drug slave.
I got into recovery because my parents changed the locks to my house and I was going to be homeless if I didn't go to rehab. So given that I only had the clothes on my back at that point, I decided to go into rehab, and I've been in recovery since I left rehab at the end of November last year.
I went to see David at one of his mutual aid meetings, and I seen him celebrating being 18 months clean, and a seed was planted for me. You know, I didn't believe that he was clean, I didn't believe he was in recovery. But when I left that room that night, I had to admit what they was doing was a lot better than where I was going.
My son was born, and you know, for 18 months, we split up after about 18 months of him being born. And then for the next, up till he was 5, I only very, very rarely got to see him sporadically. And then from 5 all the way to 13 and a half, when I cleaned up, I didn't see him at all. And so if you think about the way that relationship was impaired because of my addiction, when I actually got to meet him at 13 and a half, and I had like I've got to tell him everything. I've got to tell him everything because deep down I thought his mum would have told him, and I wanted to put the record straight. Do you know what I mean? I'm bad, but I'm not that bad. You know, one of them. Some way of trying to cushion it. And I remember meeting him, and we sat down at McDonald's and was talking, and I just ended up blurting it all out. And he turned around to me, God bless him, and he said, "Dad, I didn't know you was my dad."
I got the opportunity to go into treatment and do some treatment. It was a 12-step treatment facility, which was really the start of my journey, and which actually ended up leading to me becoming a counsellor and going back there and actually working there as a counsellor, helping others, you know, so that was definitely where it started.
My life has changed beyond recognition. It's gone from not wanting to wake up most days for a good 10 years, going to sleep at night and really not wanting to wake up, to I can't sleep in past 7 o'clock anymore. I'm awake and I'm out and I'm living life, I'm working.
Every single day in recovery is a milestone for me. I have a relationship with my son, but it's not as I would ideally have. If I was an artist drawing a picture, it wouldn't be the picture what I would have wanted, you know. But I have to accept that, you know. Not only does he not live with me, and I don't see he doesn't even live in this town. Also, he recently has moved back. You know, there's stuff what never happened in that relationship, and even though he's a lovely bloke and we get on, I do think that I would like maybe to make that better. And you know, and I know with in my recovery anything is possible, you know, and I've got an opportunity to do that.
I'm making a massive effort to make sure that if I say that I'll do something, then I do it, so that people can see that I'm trustworthy, and to be as transparent as possible, which I'm hoping is helping. But it's still difficult, because you can't undo years and years of hurt in that amount of time. But I'm hoping people around me are less stressed. They're not having to worry about me all the time. And I'm actually capable of having fun with them.
I know today, I'm like, a lot of stuff I do today is planting seeds that I won't see grow until next year. You know, and I know they're all in my plans, they're all in stuff that I want to do. But a lot of effort goes into putting stuff that I'm not going to see till next year. But I'm okay because I'm walking on grass that I laid last year. You know, I'm already on that roll, so I'm okay. Whereas someone new, when they come in, they're laying these seeds and they've got no grass to walk on. And they get despondent, you know, and they start saying, I'm doing all this stuff and nothing's happening. And I'm just saying, just keep sticking at it, keep turning up.
The advice I'd give to someone who's looking into recovery would be, give it a go. Go against what your head's telling you. Go against all that self-talk that says you're not worth it, this won't work. Give it a go. Give it time. Don't expect to just stop using and your life to become absolutely amazing. Expect for stuff to happen and expect to have thoughts that you want to use. Expect to have compulsions to use, obsessions. Expect all that. Get around people. The big one I could give you is to be around people who want what you want.
in terms of my actual recovery, I feel like I had about 3 weeks in February where I actually felt good for the entire 3 weeks, and I think that was a major milestone because that was the first month that I got through where I haven't looked back and just been amazed that I got through it clean. But I haven't had another month like that since, unfortunately.